we're going to be going through the Path of Serpents. It's just east of the southern Erd tree. This is going to be a long one, so lock in. But we come across this in the ground, and there's one of these rectangular ones, and then higher up there's going to be like a square one. We need to get these inside of this structure. Up higher, you see that other one I mentioned earlier. I'm guessing there's probably some other way to get that one that's up higher. This is just the way I went about it. If you have a better way, please leave it in the comments, because I too would like to know. But I just went over here, hooked up to this tree, and boosted myself up and grabbed it. Now that we have both of those in the structure, and there's another one of these rectangular ones already in here, we can put these where they go. You're probably familiar with that if you're at this point in the game. And we'll have to use the force push to push these in. And then the larger square one will go just opposite of these, like you probably just saw. And again, we'll have to use that force push to lock this in. I'm fast forwarding through it, but the ship will start moving, or the structure will start moving, and at some point that big square one will fall out and you'll have to put it back in. Once that backs in, it's going to be a long ride up to the abyss. Once you get there, you'll see a bridge going off in one direction. You need to follow that bridge. Make sure to hit the fast travel spot, just in case you fall off or something happens. So once we get here, we are going to take these two rectangular ones out of their sockets. This took me quite a while to figure out. Kind of had me stumped for a minute. Take these And because they're radiating with power, we're going to, instead of trying to make all this go, and I don't know if this is the right way, this is the way that I figured it out, is we're just going to hack this and set it so the power goes directly to where we want it. And that's going to work to get this going. And then we're going to do the same with this other one. Although I had a problem, it kept floating. So I took it all the way up to where it's basically right next to the other building. You may not have to do that, but it kept floating and turning off and on. So I just took it all the way up there. That's probably not the best way, but it did the trick. Now we can go inside the building and push that center. Oops. Nice jump. So now we have to climb up to the top of the building to go get our Abyss item. And like I said, there may have been another way to do this. I don't know what it is, but this worked just as well. If you can avoid the lasers, try to do so. But the damage they inflict really isn't too bad. And when you're crossing this little area, off to your left and right, there's some trees with the glowing fruits if you want to grab those. And after getting your Abyss item, run across this root, through the gate, and turn the dial. That'll activate this bridge. Coming up, you'll see how I did make it, but I fell and had to glide. Before editing, I actually fell all the way down before this also, so don't feel bad if you do. It was a little bit more tricky than I expected, actually both times. I was lucky that I was able to glide over and grab this. So once we climb up, we're gonna go to the far end and jump from that route to where we gotta go. Okay, the map is showing that little island right there. That is where we're gonna be jumping to. I kind of lollygag for a second and look around, not quite knowing what to do, but in the end, that's where we're going. And again, I show my tremendous skill by running up here and trying to get some extra feet, and instead of jumping, just falling. But I made the glide. You step on the portal, and that's the end of this video. Like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I hope this video helped you, and I hope to see you in the next one, and good luck.